Hi guys, and welcome to another position of the day, position about power part 2. My name is Zizi and I'm trying to show you how to better understand the game, how to better understand positions, and how to play better. So let's look at the example of the 6-4 here. You already know that it's going to be connected to the power, to the way of thinking what we did last week. Of course, here this is actually a difficult position. I mean, this is an early stage of the game and we've already got many options. So let's just discard a few of these. I guess making the 18 point could be an option to discuss, but well, I'll just discard it quickly because we're a lot behind in the race. So what are we really doing? What are we really accomplishing by making the 18? Well, not much, right? I mean, what he can just escape and hit us, he can make points, he can attack us, he can put pressure, he can do anything he wants while we've got no gain, no reward out of it. So that play doesn't unfortunately make much sense in this case, especially because of the race, I guess. Then, I mean, making a 4 point could be a powerful play. You can argue that we just don't care that much about getting hit. But the problem with that is, again, what would we be really hoping for? Is there anything better and anything else to do? What would be better? And as you will see, there will be. Of course, the option what probably may occur to you as well is making the deuce point, which is making a point and hitting, right? So, I mean, well, shouldn't that be automatic? Automatic? Well, no. And then, of course, we can make the bar. So we've got a bunch of options here. So how should we really work with it? I mean, many of the times we can have just two options, so it's kind of easier for us to decide, right? But in this case, we've got 4 or 5 options, I don't even know. So what should we do? Well, let's start comparing some plays. We've already discarded the 18 point. So now, I guess the biggest question could be, should we, well, okay, the first what would come to your mind probably, or could be, is making the deuce. So that's actually what this position will be about, as to show you. So if we make the deuce point, what did we really accomplish? In other words, I'll ask you, how did our position get better? You can say, well, we've got a point. We've got one more point. That's not really an argument. I mean, we can just make 4 point or a 7 point. So that's just describing, again, you can see, So we just got another point. I mean, what does it tell us about power? If we make a 2 point, he's just going to enter. We didn't stop him from anything. We didn't send him back that we would just gain some race. We didn't gain anything. We basically just wasted checkers for a point we now don't want to do because it just, I mean, we don't have the initiative. We don't have that power to make that play. So if we make the 2 point, he's just entering. He's super happy. We don't have the power. We wasted 2 checkers. We can't use them anymore. And that's it. That's why making the 2 point is actually not correct here. So then what would be another question would be if we should make the 4 point or whether we should make the 7 point. Now I'm already gonna go to the answer as to show you and describe better so I can show the show the arrows. We can already see that making the 2 point is a mistake because again, if we do so, this is not a powerful position. We got way too much work in the back that our opponent will enter 100 times before we just, make something else. So we try to even attempt going forward. As we can see, this play is way better as it accomplishes kind of a great structure. Like, as I always say, I always ask you these questions. What are we really hoping for? And in this position, I can even ask, like, my opponent, what is he actually hoping for here? Like, there's not that many disaster numbers for us. Of course, he hopes that he rolls 3-1, double one, and so on and so on. But I mean, if he just rolls that, no matter what we do, it's just terrible. So, what is he really hoping for? I guess escape, right? Like 3-5, 3-6. That would be amazing for white. Well, but that's it. That's it. So if we compare that to making the 4-point, which is, I mean, we are making a great point and so on and so on. Well, now we are giving him way more things. I mean, how can he escape? Because any 5 is kind of hurting us. Not because we're getting hit, but because he's escaping. So, and 3-6 and so on, that remains. So if we do that, we've got the attacking structure. So it's like, we don't care that we didn't make a point now. I mean, we're about to do it in the next roll or even the next roll. We're just having the powerful structure. We are having the power now. We don't need to attack. Attacking is not always the power. Power is sometimes just getting ready, waiting for the right moment, and then just having the position step by step when everything is just perfect. So this is just it. Again, this was one of my positions, one of my mistakes, by the way, from Las Vegas tournament, where, well, I just made a 2-point. I'm embarrassed, but I did that. So don't feel too bad if you did it or something like that. If you made the 18-point, if making the 18-point was your choice, then really you should just focus on what is going to happen, how you actually mind your opponent. Because when you're that much behind in a race and you are making the 18-point, you're basically saying, I want to go. I want to turn this into the holding game. But you don't want to do that when you're way behind, because then opponent can just really do anything. Jump over you, make easy points, make a point on you, escape, anything. So this would be it about power. So just remember, know what you are hoping for. That's the key. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, ask any questions. I'll try to answer, sometimes delayed, sometimes not, depending on the schedule, depending on everything. So thanks guys, and have a great day. Would you like to improve your game or maybe even become a grandmaster? Backgammon Coaching offers 4 options how to help you with that. First, we've got video courses. Any level you are at, video courses will give you knowledge, tools, and shortcut of a world-class player. Second, individual lessons one-on-one. In case you've been stuck at the same average PR and you don't know what to do, individual lessons are here for you. Third and fourth, we will transcribe and analyze your matches. So we will point out all the mistakes. Visit backgammoncoaching.com for more information.